Celebrity.
Celebrity.
So do I
Celebrities
need to
and
push
then them.
play to be
So
able
you'll
to
probably
see?
do
Yes.
them on one run, and then the whatever's left over, will go between registration and celebrity.
Okay.
Then
We
you
started
and-
it?
You and
We
whoever
did.
your cohort is.
I just tried to say something out, not that posted.
Yeah.
If you decide to buy a car,
Hi, everybody. Can they hear us?
They can hear us.
I hope they can hear us.
They can hear us. They can hear Laura talking too, even though she won't get on the camera.
if you wanna see me on the camera, just text and I'll get on. Otherwise,
So
I'm perfectly
are you
happy to
ready for
stuff
the
my
first
face with candy.
question?
We are.
So the question is, I just got added to the volunteer list /
So
group.
you need a
Where
small
and
one.
when will I find out about my
Because
assignment
you
and
have to go
shifts?
through people. Is the problem.
Theoretically speaking, Laura has gotten in touch with the manager she added you to, and they should be emailing you, Facebook messaging. They all communicate several different ways, but they will find a way to get in touch with you hopefully very soon. If not, there is a video in the volunteer Facebook group that shows you how to log into GrowTix, and you'll be able to see the shifts you're assigned to and accept them.
I'm typing the summary.
Okay, we'll go with, I know one of my volunteers who is volunteering on Saturday is wondering if she can get her pass to attend Friday evening instead of on Saturday. The answer to that is yes. They are able to pick up their they can pick up their tickets at any point in time from Volunteer Will Call, which will be located right inside the volunteer entrance.
You got this. Why am I even here?
Walkthroughs. When are we gonna have walkthroughs?
Walkthroughs, Tony Salazar asked, and I know Access Control is doing things a little different, so I'm not necessarily answering for Tony. But I do know customer service team is going to start them at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, and they run every 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long it takes them,
Until 3 p.m.
until 3. So the walkthrough will take about, I would plan on a half hour. They might go a little quicker if you're dealing with people that already know the event a little better.
What does that mean? There was a new question? Did we just go through all the ones that were listed?
On there, yeah. I just got asked if I could clarify how volunteer breaks work when you have a photo op under autograph. And the way this will work is on the day you have your photo op or autograph, you will need to talk to your manager or captain first thing in the morning.
Right?
Let them know what time.
Mine says the live broadcast will still begin soon.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It says it's on. It says it's live.
Okay. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it hurts everything. If you can hear us, type a message.
Plug it in.
Well, it says there's viewers at the bottom, see?
Why won't mine show up? We'll just think that it's just me.
Maybe.
Okay.
Because there's like people watching, they can see it.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so where did I get to? Okay, we'll start over. If you have a photo op or autograph, you need to let your manager or your captain know first thing in the morning. When your time slot comes, they will walk you back to photo ops, and we have a system set up with photo ops to fast track you through the line so that you for sure get your photo op, but that you get back to your area in a timely manner as well.
Are the kids passes for 8 years old and under?
Yes. Okay. Green wristbands are set up for 8 years old and under. However, there is a pretty significant group of attendees that feel like it's 10 and under still, which it used to be.
It is for the volunteers though.
Okay. If you have anybody ask and they're just really vehement that it has to be 10 and under, we're not going to argue with them. Give them the green band and let them in. If you're a volunteer and you have a child that is 10 or under, your green pass will work for them. Does that make sense?
I got it to work.
Great.
Thanks, Aaron. He says it's live. We hear you.
Yay!
Okay, we've exhausted all current questions.
I want to
I have a
address.
question.
Sweet.
Bank tickets. I have bank tickets back from FanX 2013, and I'm just wondering if I can still use those next year at Salt Lake Comic Con 2017.
I've been asked 3 times in the past day about bank tickets. They don't exist anymore. They were
What?
a wonderful idea, but given the size of our volunteer group It's just not feasible to operate on bank tickets. If you earn a pass, and you all will if you work, it has to be used at some point between March 24th, 25th, and 26th. If you don't use them, we'll hope to see you back in September when you can earn tickets for September, but no, you will not be able to save the passes to use for a future event. They have to be used for the current event and the current event only.
Did you get your haircut yet?
Yeah, and bleached. You don't notice the lack of roots?
I noticed it was shorter on the side.
Yeah.
When are you getting it shaved? Are you getting it shaved? How are you
Yeah,
getting it
this
shaved?
gets shaved.
That side's getting
Yeah.
shaved, but not the other side?
Ooh, there's a question from Emily.
Oh, good.
Emily,
somewhere. Emily says, I'm not seeing any video. I'm going to say try and refresh. It worked for me.
If you can't see the video, refresh. Please refresh. Tell your friends to refresh. Tell their friends to refresh.
Oh, I think I have to.
What's the difference between FanX and Comic-Con?
What's the difference?
Did that question
One-
come in?
Follows more strictly the comic books, where FanX is anybody Brian wants to put in there.
We're going to reword that a little nicer. So I just got to ask what the difference is between FanX and Comic-Con. Comic-Con focuses more heavily on the comic book aspect and the movies that would go along with it, where FanX, they branch out a little more. That's why we have an astronaut and boy bands and
Well, the boy band wasn't a zombie thingy, isn't? Aren't AJ and Nick in some zombie thing?
that's what I heard. I saw a thing. So
But anyway,
FanX gives them the option to expand to more fan bases than Comic-Con does.
Ready?
it's a fan celebration, the ultimate fan celebration
With astronauts.
with astronauts.
Lots of astronauts.
Hey, he has a lot of fans.
Yes.
If we work 31 plus hours, where do we get our free tickets? You already kind of answered it, but let's answer it again in case people didn't.
So if you work 31 plus hours, you would get one multi-pass or 3 one-day passes that will be good for any day of the convention. You would get those at volunteer will call. If you're leaving them for your family, which if you're working the whole con, you would have to, you would leave them at volunteer will call and you can put a name on them, and then we're going to pretend your mom's name is Bob, because why not? Bob would come up to volunteer will call and say, hi, Laura, my son left tickets for me, and she would give them to them, and then they can go and
And they have to
experience the
sign for
con. They do have to sign for them. Are we IDing?
I'm not IDing.
We're not IDing, but you do have to sign for them, and then after they pick up the wristbands, they can go and enjoy the convention.
Okay, next one. Is it okay for me to give my volunteer earned ticket to a friend?
Yes, please. Friends, family, people you don't like is fine
And where are
too.
they gonna pick those up?
Laura's house.
We just need to leave the name of the person that's
There
going
will
to
be
pick
a
them up
book.
at will call.
Yep,
There will be a book at volunteer will call. You will give them the name of the person picking up the tickets.
We'll write it in the book.
And then when they come to volunteer will call, they'll be able to look them up and they can pick up the tickets, and it doesn't matter who you give it to.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Will the north doors by the Radisson be open to go into, or do we need to go around?
They will not be open. You do need to go around to the volunteer entrance, and Ivy posted great pictures of that in the volunteer group earlier today.
So it's on the
More
east
pictures?
side.
Yeah, it's on
More
the east
pictures.
side across the street from Nordstrom's.
I acquired some of those pictures from Phil
I know,
because he
I
put
stole
some great
Angela's pictures,
pictures.
So
Okay, next one. Are we allowed to carry extra bottles of water or drinks in our backpacks if that's part of the swag we get?
absolutely.
No liquor, no vodka
Do
in your
not
water
get caught
bottle.
with liquor. But please bring water if you're diabetic and need snacks. Anything to carry in your bag. That's why we give you bags.
They all get bags? Oh, they don't all get water bottles.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm like, did I get a message? It was from a friend of mine just said, you guys will enjoy this. Can you get a photo op for me with Kate for free?
Sure.
Sure,
No.
no problem. I got those connections.
Right.
Ah.
Okay, back himself.
Oh, I
Do we
thought
need to
Kate-
tell you
I
who
thought
Kate is?
Kate with the red hair. I was like, she'd probably do it.
Oh, yeah,
Just have to go to the
no
office.
Okay, we might be out of questions. So now Laura gets to come up with another one.
We are doing a photo op with the three of us for only $5. So
Sweet.
just
On
text,
Wednesday?
just text Ivy. She'll
Yes,
take care of that.
and she has a schedule, and we will get you all set up.
We've got PayPal accounts too.
We do. We're awesome with PayPal.
Oh dear.
Oh, it was fun. We should do that
Oh.
again next time.
Somebody just said I can't see any questions or answers. We've been answering them out loud. Sorry. Wow.
So look,
This is a lot of work for me to
That's
keep
my
posting
toenail I
that
lost.
fell off.
Yeah.
Everybody, Laura lost a toenail. It's kind of gross.
so now I know. Now I have like these purple toes and one plain toe.
Do you want to see it?
I keep refreshing to see if people are posting things on the Facebook
Me too.
event
I don't know how to do that.
to refresh.
I don't know how to do anything with what you guys are doing right now.
And I keep refreshing over on the Google feed too.
Brittany Schwartz can hear us,
Yay,
Hey,
Brittany!
Brittany!
which is great.
Someone said, with it being a week away, are they done with the guest announcements?
We wouldn't have that answer even if it existed.
We
There,
focus on you only. That is our focus is you, not the guests.
nah, I'm still trying to get X-Files nails done before then, so.
We did one time when they announced Patrick Stewart, it was less than 72 hours beforehand.
Well, and actually there was one point where they, who was it? There was one guest that they announced on Friday of the con that they would be there Saturday.
That was Patrick Stewart.
Was it Patrick Stewart? Yeah. I mean, so no, I can't promise. I mean, I can't say there's going to be anybody else, but they announce them as they get them, and it's always possible.
Okay, I'm trying to do better on typing the answers in too from here on out. I am Wonder Woman.
You are Wonder Woman.
Let's
Are you getting
see.
your nails done for the con?
No, they like fell apart. So
You
I'll
can
just
still
leave
get
them that way.
done. No,
I
no time.
could, but yeah. Phew. Okay, here we go. Will there be any other volunteer meetups before FanX?
I know of at least 2 teams that still have training coming. And then everybody's welcome to come down on Wednesday for the walkthroughs, which would be a great place to come and have your questions answered too,
And
especially
the
if you're
photo op with the senior management team.
You can. The Brain Trust is doing photo ops. Well, have
You can-
Laura take her shoe off so you can get her stuff
You
away.
can get my toe in.
Okay, so I typed that answer up. Before our shift starts on Thursday, will there be any meetings that we need to be aware of? So similar question.
For programming, yes, and that will be part of your schedule, so you do need to check that. But unless your manager notifies you, it's not anything that we would have planned.
Okay, next one is, so I usually consider on time to be 5 minutes early. Is this appropriate?
15 is probably better.
It depends
I
on,
think probably best because once you get there, it takes a while to get to where you need to be.
so if you were to show up 5 minutes early, we're going to pretend that you show up 5 minutes early, you're in the Volunteer Central. You are gonna wanna put any special belongings in the bag check. That right there might take you 5 minutes, but then you also have to get to your assigned post, which if you are out in Hall E, which is all the way across the building, in the crowds, it can take you 10 minutes to get there. So yeah, Laura's right, about 15 minutes is a better bet, just to make sure you're to your assigned post on time.
And if you are picking up your volunteer items the morning of your first shift, a good 30 minutes early.
Easily.
Yeah, easily. Let's see. If we earn 3 tickets and want to give it to family, where do we do that? This is where we repeat ourselves because people are signing into
Oh, yeah.
being a little bit later.
So if you have any passes and you want to give them to friends, family, really whoever, there will be a volunteer will call desk just inside the volunteer entrance. They will have a book available for you to put down who's coming to pick them up, and they will have to come to that same desk later and just ask for tickets from whoever, and then they will have to sign for them to go into the convention.
Well, here's something that we could have discussed before. I didn't even think about it. Last year, Leonard's team, so
Uh-huh.
security,
Mhm.
they donated their tickets to underprivileged kids at a high school. They would like to do that again. I don't know if we want to put that out for the other volunteers, if they would like to donate their tickets, they could tell us that we can.
I think we can do that.
Or-
We just made an executive decision because this is how we do it. We had a group last year that donated all of their earned tickets to underprivileged children. If there are volunteers that just want to donate and say, I'm not going to use my 3 passes and my family already bought passes, I want to leave them for anybody who would use them, we can do that too.
Just have to let Will call them.
Yeah, again, that's just something you'd have to go to volunteer will call. They're going to have a book, and they would say, okay, take my 3 and just donate it, and that we would save them for anybody who might need a ticket.
On the walkthroughs on Wednesday, with information systems, it's for anybody who's interested. It's not a requirement. Do you remember where their meeting place is?
Last I heard discussed, they're going to meet in Volunteer Central, which is 251C. And they will just rotate through there, and it'll be all 3 of them. So it would be either Aaron Sutherland, Sam McClendon, or Nate Van Holten that will just grab whenever they get a decent sized group, and they'll walk them through at Volunteer Central.
Okay. Next question. As a volunteer on the volunteer floor, how do we communicate with our captains?
Smoke signals.
Can you all tell that we are a little sleep deprived? And this is like,
This was a great idea.
things are getting
That's probably the
busy.
best way to engage
Yeah.
smoke signals.
Communication is really, really different at the con for everybody. Almost all of us will use our cell phones. You can text. Facebook Messenger's been really effective for the groups in the past. The way you're going to be able to know how to do it is you should meet with your captain at the beginning of your shift. You can exchange phone numbers or at least decide how you're going to communicate. We are not using a lot of radios. The radios are not the most effective form of communication anyway. And yes, Laura's right. If all else fails, smoke signals should be fine too.
Another question that came up on here that I see is the app for communication. We discussed that in a team meeting earlier this morning with access control, and that app just isn't really ready to go. So I know that's been out there in a couple of
Yes.
pretend the app doesn't exist for now until you hear from us differently.
Which app? Oh, on Grown
There's a
Tips.
volunteer grow ticks app, which in theory might be done, but we're really going to try and get everybody to focus on using text messaging and the Facebook Messenger because we've used them in the past and had effective communication with them.
A question came in saying, are we allowed to pick up our tickets for friends, or do they have to be picked up by those that are using them? If your friend is another volunteer, they need to manage that for themselves. If so I'm not quite sure where that question was. Brittany, if you want to add some clarification to what I just typed back in the response, please do so, and we'll jump into that again.
I've been asked, not today, but I've been asked a couple times earlier this week if you can pick up your friend's volunteer perks.
It's cold.
The answer to that is no. To pick up your volunteer items, you will have to have picture ID that matches your name. We all have nicknames. That's great, but when it comes to the tiered perks, I want everybody to get their stuff. And so it would be great if you could all just pick them up for friends, but we want to make sure that if Laura earned a bag and a bottle and a shirt and some other stuff, and Ivy comes to pick it up for her, well, we're not positive Ivy's going to give it to Laura. And
Ivy wouldn't give it to me.
I'm pretty
She wouldn't.
shifty.
Yeah.
she
And
is
so then
shifty.
2 days later, Laura comes back and she's like, where's my bag? And I'm like, Ivy took it. And she's like, well, Ivy never gave it to me. And now I've got an upset Laura, which is tons of fun to deal with, and a disappearing
That's my
Ivy.
favorite kind of Laura. And that's my favorite kind of Ivy.
So yes, when you come to pick up your volunteer items, no matter where it is, you do have to have picture ID and you do have to sign for them.
So a follow-up on that is if you've earned tickets and you want to leave them for somebody, do you have to leave them at volunteer will call?
Yes.
No, you don't. You can pick them up yourself and hand them out to the people if you want
Absolutely.
yourself. We just have that volunteer will call because most volunteers will be volunteering during the day, so it's not convenient for them to try to get those wristbands to the people they want to give them to. So whichever works best for you.
But they're your tickets, you earned them, so however you want to get them to people, go ahead.
Or donate them to a
Donate them to the security charity, whatever
Security
whatever
charity.
charity they're doing this time. They are doing it. I just don't know.
Yeah,
who
I'm
they,
sure.
I just don't know who they picked.
Oh, I think we exhaust, let me check. We might have exhausted everything.
You keep saying that. And
Well, then
there's-
new ones
And then
pop-
there's 30 questions more.
The minute I say we exhausted, then more come. More come through.
Au contraire, mon frere. Where's that from?
Where is that
France?
from? Somebody tell
Au
us.
contraire, mon frere. That's from a movie.
Somebody did use it in a movie somewhere. It's
Yeah.
probably a cartoon. Do captains have a different level of perks from the other volunteers like it has been in the past?
No.
Well,
We
yeah,
have-
they get a special captain shirt.
So you do get a different shirt, and there will be rewards during the con that will be specific to different groups, but we have so many volunteers that work the full 4 days that everybody who works either Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Or Thursday,
Saturday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday will get the same amount of perks.
You just get the perk of being a captain,
Yeah,
because that's awesome.
it really is.
It really is. I know, right?
And a daisy yellow shirt.
Oh, yay.
Magical.
That's my favorite one, actually. The Czar. Is it the same as the Czar shirt?
No,
was?
much prettier. It's definitely more
Oh, I
pastel.
liked that. Oh, is it? I liked that gold.
Nobody likes this
It
color.
looked
only
good on
Laura.
me. I should bring up a picture of me in that gold shirt.
You
I
really
looked so
should.
dang good holding my Starbucks coffee.
I've seen you in a picture in that shirt.
I
But I
looked
think it was
good,
at a
yeah.
street team event.
Oh, that's
Is it
true.
weird when I look over here and I talk to Laura and you can't see her and then I kind of come back to anyway?
Nobody wanted to see me. I told you if they wanted to see me, they should have typed something and they didn't type.
Somebody type
No,
would
Or
like
just
to
not
see
telling you 'cause we don't
Laura.
want to sit with you.
Yeah, it's hard skipping over all of those Laura requests.
Yeah,
when
we
you're
can't
going
even
through
get
and
the
trying to find
questions.
real questions.
Everybody, they're like chanting. You can't hear them.
So, what have we been asked a lot lately that maybe we could
Big tickets.
mention? We already covered the
Big tickets.
There's
Again,
no more
there is
big
no big
tickets.
tickets ever.
and there's no talk
Leggings.
of it on
You
the
can't wear
horizon.
leggings.
Yeah, let's talk about
Let's
the dress
talk about our
code.
dress code.
Let's do that. Okay.
Hey, we got a
am-
request. We want to see Laura.
Get your
Right
butt
there.
over here.
Was it Emily Walker?
No, it was not.
Who was it?
Callie.
Uh-huh.
Matthews?
Nope.
Nope.
Callie
Callie,
who?
brand new volunteer that hasn't ever met you. So
Callie,
she wants
brand
to
new
see
volunteer?
You.
Callie, brand new volunteer.
I didn't do my hair.
Your hair's like a half-inch long, man. That's like me saying I didn't do mine.
Oh, I don't like looking at
I know,
myself. Can
me
we turn that the opposite way?
What were we going to talk about?
Like
Leggings.
dress code.
Dress
leggings,
code.
I'm in the
capris.
dress code.
So,
Erica's in the dress
I'm in
code.
the dress code.
Ivy's in the
So,
dress code.
I love Holy jeans. They are just my favorite thing. They really are. And I would love to wear them
Next to God.
every damn day. But at the end of the day, you are representing Comic-Con when you're there.
And not you.
There are reasons we don't do leggings. I'm not going to say everybody looks bad in leggings.
I do.
But they just are professional looking. Shorts could be fine. That's true. But as far as being professional, they're not. We would all love to wear cosplay all day, every day. It would be just this giant party, but you just, again, it comes back to it's not professional. You
Yeah.
need to have your shirt. You need to have jeans or khakis or slacks of some sort. Whatever works for you, as long as it's not holey and it is considered pants.
And on the cosplay, no hats, no eyeball thingies. We always
Contact
get
lenses?
yeah, the contact
Oh,
lenses.
yeah.
What are eyeball thingies?
You know, those
No
things that go
fake
on your eyeball.
contacts, no wigs, no hats, no fake teeth.
You can do your nails. Here. Where's the stupid camera?
It's the giant thing right there. There you go. There you go.
There
We
you
see your
go.
toenails too.
Fan
I'm just kidding, I'm just
X,
kidding.
which is probably backwards for you guys, but if I turn my fingers this way, you won't see it.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is what happens when we ask Laura to get in front of the camera.
Right.
Oh, my hand.
So we've had questions.
Are you ready for the next one, or have you got one?
Go ahead with yours. It'll take a second to find it.
So the next one was with panel and photo op QR codes being added to the wristbands, where there will be more iPad scanners distributed. Is it confirmed that those are always going to be added to the wristbands? Not our volunteer wristbands or white wristbands. Do you know which ones are being added to?
You can add a photo op to any wristband. So if you're a volunteer that bought a photo op, you can add it to your wristband. You do not have to. And I still highly recommend, even though it is there and the technology is available, and yes, they will have the stuff to scan it, it's still a really good idea to print your QR code and bring it with you. If for some reason the iPads were down, if you had your printed QR code, you're still gonna go through the line.
Just do a screenshot on your telephone and then keep it in your photo app. So all you have to do is just show your photo when you get up there.
So now they're asking probably also for the actual attendees. So I'm on Access, just trying to anticipate technical problems. Yeah. So Brittany, those are great questions. I'm going to ask that you redirect those specifically back to TJ and Emily and James, just because it's something that's not universal to all volunteers. But thanks. I think there's another one over here. Where can we pick up tickets before the event to hand out? We're not doing wristband pickup until Thursday.
No.
So earned, can we do it on Wednesday?
See if I can get the book done.
Let's just go for Thursday, that way we're for sure ready. How does that sound?
Will be available starting, what time, 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
7
Yeah,
a.m.
What time they open?
Yeah,
Yeah, they have to be there at
Thursday
7
morning.
because access controls there at 7:30.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll shoot for Thursday, that way it gives us plenty of time.
I might be able to get it on Wednesday, and it would be at Volunteer Central's pre-reg, but
Let's not count on
but
it.
let's not count on that because I'm still trying to work on the perks book that I have to have done by tomorrow morning.
Good luck.
It's almost done.
Okay,
If I didn't have to come here, it would be done. But you had to see my shiny face
Right, without her hair done.
without my hair done. I look really fat in this picture.
we all
This
do.
is the most
You
horrible
have-
angle.
You
I
have,
swear to
you
you, I
have
am no
a thing
nearer.
in front of yours. You know,
Right.
I have like.
I just look, I brought my boobs to the party.
So
That works.
some-
Maybe if we all just kind of, do this, then it looks like I have a very small head. That's the other thing. Your head looks normal size. Mine looks small.
That's because my
It's
head
'cause
is
you were
en-
white.
I'm like
That's because
a-
my head's enormous. You
It's
didn't know
like-
that?
I
I
have
have
like
like a giant head. I
I
can't
have a
find
shrunken
cats.
head.
You do. No, I have an enormous head. I can't find cats or nothing. seriously.
So
Yeah.
we've got a few questions now. So
Cool,
the first
great.
one, I'll go ahead and answer. They wanted to know where the designated smoking area was.
At your
So,
house.
and if it was out of the view of everybody, it's conveniently out of the view of everybody. You go to the docks on the west side of the vendor floor, right at the L bend
Yes.
is where the doors open. And if you don't know what I mean by L bend, the vendor floor, vendor hall goes one direction, then you turn and you go the other. So right where those two sections come together is where the door is that you go out for that.
It was Callie Peterson. You
It
are in
was not
so
Callie
much trouble,
Peterson.
Callie Peterson.
So Taylor would like to know what color our shirts are this year.
Well, we have lots of different colored shirts. Jesus.
So captains are
Captains are this lovely pastel daisy yellow color.
daisy yellow.
Not that creepy like crossing guard yellow color. The
Safety is red.
safety is red, media team is black, celebrities are blue. And then everybody else that would be considered a general volunteer, which is most of you, will wear either green, this really cool sherbety orange color that I love, or a lavender.
Sherbety.
Yes,
It's Sherbetty. There's no R in Sherbert. It's Sherbet.
it is
Sherbet.
now. We live in Utah. People say crick. Okay.
Are those
I don't
are
say
those
correct.
randomly handed
Yes,
out?
I
those
They
have.
will be
certain
random.
colors?
They're 100% random.
Don't come up and tell me you have to have purple in the large, please.
Yeah, just say there's no random. There's no assignments.
Because it's Easter.
It's yeah.
So they're
we went
random
with
Easter colors.
yeah. We went with really pastel, Eastery, spring colors. They're completely random. We have every color and every size, but that doesn't mean you get to request.
Okay.
Oh, and remember, whatever size you had on your application, that's the size you get.
So
I'm
if you
sorry.
didn't, that's okay.
I'm sorry if you gained 45 pounds since you filled out that application, but
Me
you,
too.
you get,
that would be
you get
terrible.
whatever. You get
only been a
whatever
few
you put
weeks.
there, because that's what we ordered.
Okay. Next.
20 pounds since the last event.
Well, that just tells you how stressful this one's been.
Probably because I ate all that candy that's on that.
That
We're gonna get you in the
No,
Okay.
I'm pretty full of candy now.
very good.
Yeah, I
So
think
here we
I've
go.
had enough candy.
Besides staying well hydrated, what other good advice do we have to a brand new volunteer?
Protein. Don't try living on sugar. We've all done it. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. Make sure you take your breaks when
Eat
you're
your
offered.
pizza.
Yes, eat your pizza. We have volunteers that somebody will offer them a break and they're like, oh, no, I'm fine. You're not fine. You need to go sit down. You need to eat. You need to drink more water. And you need to sit. I recommend you bring blister pads. That's why you need to sit, is because you will end up with blisters.
Unless you get Sketcher Go Walks, then you won't have a problem.
That's a lie because
But
she had a
it's not a lie.
toenail fell off, so.
It wasn't because of the con that I had a toenail fall off.
Make sure you go to bed at night.
Oh, please make sure you go to bed at night. Especially if you guys are newbie 3-day volunteers. Everybody's always excited on Thursday, and so they
And they're
stay
dead
up
on
late.
Saturday.
By Saturday, you're dead. Yeah.
We would all love to go out and party Friday night. Okay, most of us would love to go out and party Friday night. You won't make it. You need your rest. You need to eat.
Will not be partying Friday night. If we get tickets to that party, I am not going. No. You'll have to be by yourself. I'll be sleeping with Ivy.
Hey, that was in different rooms. Thank you very much. But we may sit and text each other like long
Very
best
snugly
friends.
like, okay.
Hi, Lara. How you doing over
Are you
there?
asleep yet?
Are you asleep
Are you
yet?
asleep yet?
Do you love me?
Stop texting me, Ivy.
Oh, sorry. I didn't spell general. I put genera advice. And I spelled it all wrong. So, yeah, just go with it. Let's see. Refresh.
Yes, you have to clock in and out for your shifts. And if you don't, you're a no-call, no-show, which I abbreviate NCNS. And when you try and apply next time, I'm going to tell you that you are an NCNS in FanX 2016 and are no longer eligible to volunteer. At which point you will whine and say, "Oh, but I don't do the no buts." So please, please, please make sure you are clocking in for your shifts.
I thought the Ops Ninja guys were going to be here. Didn't they say they were going to be here?
Maybe they're liars.
Liar, pants on fire. Okay.
Byron Smith wants to know if he can pick up his stuff anytime Wednesday afternoon. The answer is yes.
Until 7 p.m.
Yes, what she said.
Wednesday pick up until 7 p.m. Personal hygiene guidelines.
You know, this is so much easier for me to answer without having to look you guys in the eyes while I do it. I've got to be honest. You need to shower. You need to wear deodorant. You need
I'm
to
doing
brush
this in
your
all
teeth.
caps.
You need to floss even.
Wait, I have to brush my teeth?
Yes.
Holy hell.
Right.
Wash your
Makeup's,
shirt.
makeup's great. I don't want 3 days worth of mascara hanging under your eyes Saturday morning. You will get sweaty. Bring deodorant with you. Maybe we'll get someone to put it in Volunteer Central.
That's an idea.
We might actually get someone to put it in Volunteer
We can all
Central.
share underarm.
Well, you
gross
can
stuff.
get the wipes. You know the
Oh,
wipes? Yeah, they have them like in.
Do they still do spray deodorant?
They do. So
Like in Better Off Dead? Okay, anyway,
yeah,
sorry.
we just decided there will be deodorant in Volunteer
Oh,
Central if
Fran.
you need it. You'll be running around.
Fran.
French fries.
Nobody answered that yet,
What?
by the way. Au
French
contraire,
fries.
mon frere. I want to know what movie that's from.
France.
In
Anyways,
fact, I'll give a free photo op with the Brain Trust if somebody can tell me what movie that's from. That's a $5 value.
You ready for the next one?
I
I feel like it's
am.
already 6:10.
yes, I can.
And if you could pluck your nose hairs, as long as we're talking about what were we talking about?
Hygiene.
Hygiene.
Is nose hair
It's always,
with hygiene?
especially if you have
It's more
one that
like-
when you blow out, it does this, and then you go in.
Okay. Along with breaks, do we get a lunch break or do we just get short breaks?
No, please take a lunch break. You'll get 2 20-ish minute breaks and a lunch break if you work all day. If you're only working for 6 hours,
Probably not.
not.
Well, you can eat pizza before you leave.
You can.
Please don't bring your friends and family to eat the pizza. I don't know that you probably don't know how expensive each pizza is because we're paying Salt Palace Mafia pricing. So we can't feed your family of 14 or all of your friends that you're sword fighting with.
Pizza is for volunteers
Only.
only. Okay. Oh, I almost made it.
And there's salad too, for those of you who don't like pizza. And we get gluten-free pizza too, for those of you who like gluten-free pizza.
None of us like it. Some of us have to eat it. Thank you.
It was actually pretty good last time.
yeah, it's okay.
Did you have it, the goat cheese with the with the veggies?
Okay, somebody made a post. I'm going to try to read it because it doesn't make exact sense to me. It says, I'm only volunteering for 1 day. If I want to work more than that, or at the last minute, am I allowed to work more? Am I allowed to do so?
Yeah, but your perks will reflect that. So your perks are set as of
No.
tomorrow morning. So if you want to work more, message me and I'll put you in. Otherwise, you'll still get the same amount of perks, but you can work as many hours as you want.
Feel free to volunteer to your heart's
Content.
content.
I had somebody ask things that they need to know. The volunteer handbook I finished updating yesterday. It is done. It is current. It is fabulous. Please go read it. We actually go through and take out the stuff you don't need to read. It's 39 pages long, and with the exception of the last one that I can't explain why it's there because it's blank, all of the rest of them have information you need.
You always need it.
You do.
They say that in Van Wilder
What?
is one movie. Au contraire, mon frère. One movie.
Yeah, it
they
was
say
on
that
Van
is
Wilder.
I've never seen
I've
Van
never
Wilder.
seen it.
So
Ryan
there must
Reynolds
be
is in
another
it.
one. We should watch it
Au
then.
contraire, mon frère.
Okay, so somebody would like to know, where do we check in and out at?
Volunteer Central.
Or
251C.
you can also do it with your manager if they have that set up.
If your manager has told you they are going to clock you in their area, yes. But there are very few managers doing that, so you will want to get with your manager on their Facebook page.
I
Is a
think
good
this-
place to ask that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good place. I think the safest bet is just to always do it at Volunteer Central.
I got asked, do we have to tell you the morning of if someone is coming to pick up the tickets? Or say I come Thursday and say so-and-so will pick this up Thursday and another person will pick up one on Friday? Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, we have a book. We just write it
You
all
just
in the book.
write it in. You don't have to tell us when they're going to be there. You
They're
don't
not
have
gonna
to
be
tell us
put-
what they look like.
They're not in a separate envelope that we have to go through. Everything's in a book and we just have a big pile of RFID
Wristbands.
bands
So
to get out.
just, all you have to do is say, I'll have Joe, Bob, and Sue coming to pick up tickets. And then whenever they get there, Laura will get them to them. Tony Salazar is asking about the walkthrough on Wednesday. We will start, the customer service will start running the walkthroughs at 12 o'clock. What time are they going to do? 12 to what?
12 to 3.
12
Every
to
20
3.
30 minutes.
Every 20 to 30 minutes coming from Volunteer Central.
Apparently Xander also said that in Buffy the Vampire
Oh, that
Slayer.
might
That's
be
probably
it
where we
because
got it from.
I did used to watch that. Like
Thanks,
the
Dorothy.
movie or the oh, people are texting.
Somebody wants to know when we can pick up our stuff tomorrow. Do you want to go into the whole details of that?
Let's do. That'll be great. So, because
Tell Erica. How do you spell contraire more for
I don't know. So, because everything is always so seamless and nothing ever goes wrong, not everyone will have shirts here tomorrow. All of the general volunteers shirts will be here. Most of the media and most of the safety team will have shirts here. There will not be captain shirts and there will not be celebrity row shirts. You can, however, come in and pick up your bag, your bottle, and any other perks you're going to get. We'll have the pins here. We will have, the lanyards for the people who are working for the full con. Sorry, Laura's.
Contraire, mon frère, you are as in line as a person can be.
You done now?
are a genius.
Um,
And an amazing
And you can come in anytime between 10 and 5. You do not have to come. There's no penalty if you said you were coming and you would come and now you're not going to.
Sorry.
You ready for the next question?
What, did we answer that one?
What room is the ADA quiet room in? You have this memorized. It's right over there.
Yep. That's a problem.
It's F, isn't it?
It's 151F.
Yes.
It is down the hall behind cosplay repair in the press room.
That should be like your new thing.
Okay.
That's awesome. 10 syllables or less.
Absolutely.
Next question is, what is it?
Read that. Is
Oh,
that like
contraire,
totally
mon frère.
Erica? awesome.
Oh, we know each other way too well. Isn't that the truth?
That's awesome.
So the next question is that people have been seeing on the Facebook page that Saturday sold out. So does that mean with my earned ones, can my family and friend use those on Saturday since it's sold out? Yes.
Absolutely.
You can still use yours on sold out on
We're just
Saturday.
not selling any
Right.
more Saturday passes.
So I'm going to type that on in.
Okay. What else have we- Oh, this comes up all the time. I'm not sure why, but I hope this clears it up forever. If you're volunteering, you do not have to pay to get into the con. If you are there to work, we give you the benefit of the doubt that you are going to work, and so you just get into the convention. You do not have to pay to volunteer. That's just not necessary. The passes you earn are either used by you on a day when you aren't working, or friends and family can use them for this event only.
Do you want to talk about the mother's room?
Oh yeah, let's do. Okay, so in the east entrance, it's called the Salt Shaker. It's called the Ding Dong Doors. It's literally called so many things. It's ridiculous. So when you come in those doors, if you go off to the right, there's a large carpeted area. If you're asked where the nursing mother's room is, it's going to be off to the right. They're going to have an area piped and draped off where women can go in and use that and be in privacy. It will not be an actual room, so it'll just be in that lobby area that's just inside that east side salt shaker door.
Somebody has asked for a clarification on the ADA quiet room. It is not just for disabilities. Anybody that has anxiety, or maybe they have an autistic child, any reason that is
Hiding from
needed
their
to
children.
get away from the crowd for health reasons,
Yeah.
whatever those are, it's open to anybody who needs it.
Anyone, for the new people, the crowds at Comic-Con, at FanX, can be mildly overwhelming. There are people who don't realize that until they're in a crowd. If you've never been to an event this large and all of a sudden you get in with 45,000 people inside the Salt Palace, people have had panic attacks, they will get migraines, they will become nauseous. There are so many things that can be caused by the amount of people, and that's what the quiet room's for. Even if you didn't know you couldn't handle crowds, and you discover it all of a sudden on Saturday afternoon when everybody's running to see Norman Reedus, you're welcome to go sit in the quiet room.
It's 155F.
Yes,
151.
151F.
And so that's downstairs.
Yes,
I live in that corner.
yes.
Okay. Welcome, Allison.
Allison Roseberry.
Welcome. Thank you. But
Thank
that
you
wasn't
for
a
joining
question.
us. What'd you do wrong?
We're out of questions again.
Ooh, what do you want to talk about?
We could talk about when people don't think that an ADA should get an ADA wristband and how.
Oh,
And something else good that came up today with customer service. You go first, and then
Okay.
I'll share the thing with customer
ADA,
service.
and I hear this complaint. We've not made it through an event yet that I don't hear this complaint afterwards. You do not get to question people whether or not they are ADA. If they walk up and tell you they are, they are. You don't get to investigate. You don't get to hunt them down. You don't get to demand a doctor's note.
You don't get to say, you don't look like you have a problem.
You don't look deaf to me. Why aren't you listening to me? You can't do that.
And
Please
the
don't
other part that goes with that is if somebody looks like they are, you don't go up and say,
Are
"Oh,
you
do you
ADA?"
need an accommodation?"
Yes.
You wait
will
for them
come- yes.
to tell you.
If they come to you, awesome. Please don't chase down anybody that you have decided needs help.
But what if I decide? No,
No. If Ivy decides that different, chase them down.
For the record, I always need help.
You were gonna let her go first. You had something. you were-
Oh, that was what I was going to say.
Yeah,
You
that's
came
what
right
she
along
had.
with it. So
Yeah.
not only do you get to judge whether you don't get to judge that, you also don't make an
Either way.
assumption
Uh-huh.
that because some people may not want the extra accommodation for whatever reason.
Or the
Those are
scrubber
new
not
glasses.
fold.
These are my new ones. You like them?
I do
Do
like
you
them.
want to try them out?
Sure.
Okay. Here's the next one. They just wanted to say not a question, but thank you so much for all your help and answers. That we are awesome. Thank you so much. Just to add to that, this thread. I mean, you can keep posting questions in this.
Yeah, and we'll watch it.
But we'll, because every time somebody posts something, we get a notification, and whoever's able to look at it first. Am I not as blind as you?
I can see out of that one, but
Not that one. Mine are pretty similar. We'll be able to answer it any given time. Whoever has the chance to answer it first.
it won't be me. I'll be working on books.
Or it'll be me or
Yeah. I go to bed early. If it's at 10 o'clock, Ivy gets it. If it's at 5 a.m., I get it.
10.
or 4 a.m.
4 a.m. Yeah, I'm up at 4
We
a.m.
almost have 24-hour coverage.
We
when you
really
think about
do,
it.
because she stays up late and I'm up before the crack
Right.
of dawn. So,
Right.
Oh
And
no.
you're
shoot.
Oh, there's James.
James is here.
Oh,
We're live.
James.
Say hi,
Who
James.
are we talking to?
Everybody.
everybody that's
Everybody?
on
Yeah, say hi.
I don't see him.
Allison Roseberry's on there.
Hi.
just for
Yeah.
13 minutes.
Are we
We
doing
have
like a
like-
hangout thing?
Yeah,
or-
we have like 14 or 15 viewers. I can't
Does
see.
anybody have a question for James?
Does anybody have a question for James?
Like, when are you going to get a haircut, James?
Yeah.
Before the con.
How about shaving? Are you going to shave?
No, it's gonna grow out for the con. We're gonna have a
Sweet.
goatee.
Ooh, 2 more questions.
Sweet. Is it about him?
No,
Hey,
nothing about James.
Supple's
That's
here.
what it
Fine. No questions for me. I'm out of here.
Hey,
Bye.
Rose here.
Bye.
This is how it
Everybody.
normally
His name
is here.
Supple.
Normally, people are always
We
thinking,
changed
like,
Rose's name to Supple. It's a long story. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
So somebody wants to know if they're in a wheelchair, do we take them to the front of the line if they request
If
it?
they request it, yes.
The next question was, I'm going to say we're not going to announce this until next Sunday.
Okay, good.
They want to know if anything has been planned for the volunteer after party. We will make those announcements as the soonest next Sunday, but yes, plans are in place.
Plans are in place. There are things in the works. No, we haven't forgotten about you, but let's focus on the event for now.
And it won't be at a movie theater.
It will not be at a movie theater.
Everybody
Really-
cheer.
Which is really too bad
Yay!
because I like the movie.
And I'm bringing the tortoise.
Yes, and there will be
Sure.
reptiles present, or at least one
One, yeah.
reptile.
I hate when you call me a reptile.
Well, that's why I changed it to just one, just Sherman. Can you bring Snake?
Well, we can't call you a vicious snake to your face now,
I
can we?
know, right?
Maybe we can call her a polite snake. Bring Snape.
Right, snake is weird. But yeah. Gravity, right?
We can just
Sorry.
bring a video of Snape.
I will.
Oh, looks like we've got another one over here, maybe.
It's Apple.
That's right, the apple.
Oh, I got so mad at him.
Where's James? Brittany said hi. Oh, he's gone.
He's in the back.
When he comes back.
Hi, Brittany, we'll
said
tell
hi.
him.
Oh, she said hi and bye as he walked
Oh,
through.
cool.
Well, we've still got 7 minutes. If people have more questions, we're here.
We are.
And what are some other things that happen all the time?
Please don't get new shoes. Please
Oh.
don't
Or get
Unless,
them
get
today.
new
unless
shoes.
they're
Get
Skechers
them
Go
today and
Walks.
wear them
Yes.
every
You can
day.
get
Yes.
new shoes if they're Skechers
Yeah,
Go Walks.
you go buy shoes
Your
right now.
toenails will fall off.
And
Well,
yeah.
I wore these the first day I got
She
these,
wore
I
those and her toenail
all day.
fell
I
off.
did not wear. I wore it all day to Disneyland on the first day I bought a pair of Go Walks. Not an issue at all.
But
Yeah,
yes,
Skechers, they're nice.
I wear just about any kind of shoe you can think of. But yeah, if you're gonna buy new shoes, go right now. Like seriously, close the computer, get off the Google Hangout, and go to buy shoes
And new pants so that you're not wearing leggings.
or shorts. And then we
Or
want you to
shorts.
wear your new pants and your new shoes from now until the con. That way they're all broken in.
It's very important that you break your pants in.
And also, Erica and Brian, you break your pants in?
She said you have to break your pants in. Right?
Does that prevent muffin
I've
top?
never had to. No, apparently not.
So I
Erica
was
and
going to
Brian
say,
what?
Erica and Brian swear by gel insoles.
Yes, the Dr. Scholl's gel insoles.
You don't need those if you have Skechers Go Walks.
But if you want to keep your toenails, wear your shoes that are working and put gel soles inside them.
Somebody wants to know if they can wear Crocs. Because they have feet issues and Crocs is their
Yes,
You
solution.
can absolutely wear Crocs.
I don't
They-
promise I won't make fun of you, but you can wear Crocs.
We won't let the fashion police know, but you can please wear Crocs. If they're comfortable and you love them, wear them.
Hey.
What up, Supple?
I said, wear your Crocs. Laura may point at you and laugh, though. Brittany says, are you guys serious about the photo ops with you guys?
Yes,
because
We're
I
so
want
serious. How do
So
you think we're
serious.
gonna pay for lunch?
$5. That works.
Hey, Supple, we're giving away photo ops with us for $5 a piece. That's a good price, right?
Woo!
See,
It's
Rose
a
down.
combo photo op.
It's a combo photo op with the three of us for $5. It's totally worth your money.
Perfect.
See?
On that.
sponsor a
Don't turn it
contest for
off.
free ones.
We so should.
Oh shoot! What is the length guideline on shorts?
There are no
There are no
shorts.
shorts. Your shorts have to go to your ankle.
And your your capris have to go to your ankle.
Okay, so we are so popular that Chris Evans got a photo op
With
with
us.
us. Yeah, he paid $5 for that. That's awesome, don't you think?
Well, it didn't cost me anything.
No, we got $5 from it.
So-
Chris Evans paid for it.
So your shorts have to go to your ankle. Your pants have to go to your ankle. Your capris have to go to your ankle, and your jeggings and leggings have to stay
no,
home.
there's no- yeah,
there
let's
you
just
go.
say no
Jeggings and
leggings.
leggings stay home.
Yes,
Jeggings and leggings, stay home.
it's a new song. She
Jeggings
just
and
made
leggings,
it
stay
up.
home.
She just made it up.
Oh my goodness. So seriously, on Wednesday we'll be there the whole time.
We
Yeah.
will. Well, we're gonna go have lunch. I haven't told them yet. Hey, we're having lunch.
Hey,
On
no,
Wednesday?
we get
Yeah,
to
at that
eat.
restaurant I told you
Sure.
about.
That'd be
It's
nice.
around the corner.
Oh,
We
the
talked
one
about it.
yes, but we're not going to tell them where it's at.
We're not because you can't come.
What restaurant is this?
It says, shit. Or you can Google it.
That was just the
Oh,
cover
that's
restaurant.
perfect.
Exactly.
We have-
So they don't know what the real
Is
one
our,
is.
is our hotel ready on Wednesday? Are we checking
Yes,
in
ma'am.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
What time can we check in? 11?
Usually check-in's not till 3, but they've always been
3?
checking early. I just go over early.
What time are we getting there Wednesday? 7?
Oh,
Crack of dawn.
9? 7?
I was planning around
8?
8. Whenever, 8.
8's when they're gonna
8.
bust the doors open and say you go in.
8. Oh, what time did we tell people they can start picking stuff up in Volunteer Central? 8. So we only
8.
need to be there before that.
So if you come at 8, we might not. Yeah, say, no, Joanne does.
Joanne needs to be there. Dorothy, make sure that Joanne knows she has to be there.
She does
before
before
8.
And Dorothy's on. So
I know, that's why I was talking to her.
I love how many viewers we have. We should do this all the time. I
Apparently-
think they would sit and watch
apparently
us.
Chris Evans is a lucky guy.
He really is.
He is a lucky guy.
Oh, 3 minutes to go.
Last minute questions.
We have to end in 3 minutes?
How many people does it tell
That
you how
was
many
so
people
fun.
Yeah,
are
right down at
watching?
the bottom. It's like 14, I think.
They're
14.
our 14 favorite
There's
people.
only 1,000 volunteers, but I'm glad that 14 of you showed up.
Well, they're all
to this.
huddled around 14
Yeah,
computers.
it's good.
Ferris, do
Hey.
you want to come say hi to everybody?
Sure. Are we live?
This is
Yes,
Ferris.
we're live.
He can take pictures of anybody except me.
And
What?
I know everyone's
I
sure
don't
would have
know.
brought my camera. Who are we talking to?
Everybody.
Volunteers?
14 volunteers.
14? All 14?
All 14.
Oh my gosh.
Shut up, feel fancy. Don't lie.
Well, it is
Just
Saturday
remember-
night. People have
Ferris
stuff
is
to
the
do.
one that has taken the pictures of all of the managers that you guys get to oogle over in the Facebook page,
Speaking of oogling, I have to tell you what
You looking
somebody
at
did.
pictures of David
including Philip
Hasselhoff?
Shaughnessy.
You have to see what he sent me. It's not
Well,
okay.
is it the same that he put on
Just
poor
remember,
Elaine's
kids.
computer?
Was it that one?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Remember, Brian Brandenburg always says ask forgiveness, not permission.
Don't listen to him.
No,
Ferris.
no,
you
Ferris
should
is
listen
a
to Brian.
troublemaker.
Ferris is a
He
troublemaker.
really is.
Yes, I am, but you're in trouble if you get caught. Which
I just
Disney
caught
movie
you.
was
He
that?
gets caught all the time, so don't be a Ferris.
Yeah, Ferris is always in trouble.
Don't be a Ferris.
Ever.
It's almost like saying don't be offensive.
or
No,
a
I'm just-
Ferris
Or a
wheel.
Phil. Don't be Phil.
Don't be a Ferris wheel.
We are the best 14 volunteers ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are.
totally.
Who said that? Amy?
Amy. She's
Oh,
totally
look at her.
justified. Oh, now she's gonna
Is this-
stalk you.
Is this a new?
Do we know
I don't
you?
recognize that name.
Amy, what's
We're
her
gonna
last
go
name?
on Grote Hunter. We're gonna
Brittany
go on-
said. Brittany
Oh,
said
Amy
this-
Hunter. I love Amy Hunter. She
You
gave
know-
us an. I love Amy Hunter. She's awesome.
Brittany said the same thing almost at the exact same time.
I know.
Oh, we
Brittany-
love
I
Brittany
know
too,
Brittany
then.
Schwartz. I got her.
We love Amy Hunter. Trust me, she's
Hunter.
awesome.
There we go. We're gonna look you up, Amy. I'm gonna show everybody your information.
Way to go, Laura.
Yeah.
She's got everything on that phone. You're seriously cold.
That's Amy Hunter right there.
It looks
I
just
don't
like
think I
her
know
picture
that
on the
person.
Google. Uh-oh, Taylor says his screen says there's 27 people watching. We're
Taylor
more popular
Byland.
than we think we are.
Is it just that I can't read it? Because it still only says 14 here.
Maybe you need to refresh.
Well, then I have to-
Can you refresh that thing? I don't think we should refresh it.
Don't ever refresh it. Oh, it's 6:30. Any more questions, or are we done?
What?
I
Amy
think,
Hunter. Oh, you were on the response team, Amy.
Yes.
Since
She's
you're
I
on-
think
awesome.
we're done and we'll
Since
just
you're
keep
on the
answering
response team last
questions.
time.
Oh, and Amy
that come
Hunter
in.
makes awesome little ninjas. Oh my God, I like it.
I don't
Somebody
know
says we're a
that
hoot.
witches are delightful.
We are.
Kelly says we're a hoot.
We really are.
Hoot hoot.
Right? Speaking of which, I'm gonna turn this
Don't
off.
give a toot.
Okay, thanks so much, you guys.
We'll see you on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Tuesday.
Wednesday.